Will you believe if I say that in this bag I have professional filming kit? It's just a shoulder bag. Well, let me guarantee you, if you are a serious documentary producer, when I say serious, I mean serious documentary producer, a solo content creator who doesn't want to really compromise on any aspects of filmmaking, if you are a music video producer, if you are an advertising, television commercial producer who's, wants an amazing quality product, but run a compact kind of outfit, or if you are into streaming great quality content, or if you're someone who wants to create great quality interviews and tired of carrying multiple lenses and cameras and stuff, well, I may have a solution for you, and that's in this bag. So, without wasting any more time, let me open it and show it to you. It's the Canon's RF-24105 F2.8 USM Z. L, of course, you know what L stands for. L stands for this red line, luxury. USM, extremely smooth. And RF, of course, is the latest RF mount. It actually is a dream come true for many people. Till very recently, the go-to lens for everyone was the 2470 2.8. Then, of course, the RF-2870 F2 also was an amazing lens, but they all had a limitation when it comes to the long end. And Canon solved it with this new lens, the 24-105 F2.8. Before I tell you more about this lens, let me show you what all I have in this bag. I have this amazing R5C. This is our go-to camera for filming. And then I have this new guy. This is the PZ adapter. For the time being, it is a PZ adapter for you. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate to you what is this for. And do I have anything else? Oh yeah, I have a couple of things. Namely, a lens collar and a lens support system, which is a part of the PZ. Well, what we have in front of us. And we're going to be talking about the hero today. The RF-24105 F2.8, constant across the zoom range. And like I said, this is the world's first one. Very, very robust. I mean, you hold it in your hand and you know exactly what this is about. It's a tad heavier and a little larger compared to the previous models, indicative of its advanced features and capabilities. The package includes the Canon's lens hood and the lens collar. The key features of the RF-105 F2.8 is its versatile focal range with a constant f2.8 aperture. Sorry about the repetition, but it's ideal for a wide array of shooting conditions, from intimate portraits to expansive landscapes. The aperture ring has come back after a long break. This definitely is a welcome addition because lots of filmmakers really want to see what they are dialing in. And it's a de-clicked ring. And of course, there's no click at all, but it's got a lock if you want to lock it at A position. And because this is an amazing lens, we thought we will break it into two parts. So the first part will have everything about this lens, and in the second part we will actually show you the BTS and the actual footage of the video that we did. Well, it is internally zooming and internally focusing, so there is no lens barrel extension, which makes it an ideal candidate for all the gimbal mounted usages. Everything from 24 to 105. And nowadays you have gimbals which can carry 4.5 kilos and upwards of that kind of payload. So this goes brilliantly well. And of course, you have a lens collar so that you can mount actually the lens on the gimbal or whatever support that you are planning to use. There is also a programmable ring at the end. You also have these quick buttons, and besides that, you can also rotate the lens, rotate the body, from landscape mode to portrait mode. The only thing is that there is no click. I would have liked it to be there, but it's not there here, but that's okay. It's not a major problem. You have, of course, the focal length limiter. You have an AF/MF toggle button. You have an OIS stabilization on/off button. Now this gives about 2.5 stops of advantage. So with let's say a camera which can do about 5.5 stops, which is standard, the R5 for example, 5.5 stops of internal image stabilization, not with this guy. But the R5, the R3 and the R8 and things like that, you will add another 2.5 stops of stabilization. Then of course you have different stabilizer modes. Mode 1, 2 and 3 depending on the kind of situations that you are working with. Autofocus is just amazing. If you have used the 2870 and you know how quickly it acquires the speed, and that too in absolute silence, this will do exactly that. That's made possible by the dual nano USM motor. If you're shooting, let's say, wildlife, so wildlife is not only about long lenses. Wildlife is also about showcasing the landscape. Same thing is applicable even for a documentary filmmaker. Imagine you are walking with just one bag like that, right? You're going into a place you want to shoot about, let's talk about a travel-based documentary. You want to show monuments, you want to show places of attraction, you want to show landscapes, you want to take interviews of people. It also has a very close focusing distance. It can go up to 0.29x. That kind of close. It's not a macro lens, but it can really go very close. It is just amazing. Let me mount this lens onto this camera. This is all that you need to carry. I'm completely in love with this system. When I say it, I actually mean it, because the R5C is one of the finest cinema cameras that you can find in the entry level. Let me show you one more thing, which is this PZ adapter. In the pouch, you will find the PZ adapter and two accessories. One is a lens support, another one is actually improves the ergonomics. And the PZ adapter just sits in place, and there are three very conveniently mounted screws allow you to fix it in place. It's of course is an additional purchase. PZ means power zoom, and this one is called the PZE2. It actually elevates this lens to a cinema-like tool. I've already told you what it can do. It'll take it to the next level. Now, there are so many times when a YouTuber, when he speaks, they encourage you to buy a certain, equipment, and they promise you that it'll take you to the next level. Trust me, this one will definitely take you to the next level. This offers smooth, adjustable zoom speeds. It caters to dynamic shooting needs. This accessory is particularly useful for solo videographers as it supports unassisted, high-quality movie production. Why do I say unassisted? Meaning you don't require a second zoom puller. Now, the PZE2 has hot contacts with the camera, which means it also can take power from the camera. You can also power it if you want to continuously power it. You can power it using the USB port here. This is the tele to wide zoom button. And below you have a function switch. You can change from manual mode to servo mode. And right in front is a button for adjusting the zoom speed. All this you can actually do without taking your eye off the LCD if you're shooting like this. Doesn't it look like a Kalashnikov? Ready to go to a war, a solo war. It's got a standard 82mm filter, the most commonly available filter. Throw in a variable ND filter, you are in business. It may be heavier and pricier than the F4 counterpart, but the F2.8 version's superior features justify its position in the market, its price, and everything that comes with it. It's designed to satisfy the demands of high-level creators who need top-notch image quality, ease of use, flexibility in both photo and video environments. And like I said, for the first time, you have a gear that is tailor-made for professionals at that high end, involved in diverse kind of production environments, from let's say an in-house movie content production. People who do a lot of high quality BTSs during film production. Brilliant. You can't obviously wait to change your lens and stuff. You want a fast lens which does it all. This is for that. Streaming, virtual production, for example, which is something which is getting very popular these days. Its wide zoom range and large aperture supports various subjects and scenes. It's versatile. So if you belong to any of those categories, probably this is the only gear that you might require. course, you can also shoot amazing stills with this too.